From boredom to regret to adventure. When I was younger, there were days where I did nothing all day besides sitting around on my phone, watching TV, or playing video games. It was boring as shit. I felt pretty terrible about myself, not really understanding why I felt this way. The bad days had this kind of negative haze on them that seemed to trickle over into college. This feeling that slowly covers you and sticks to you that makes the days feel like they're going by faster and faster and somehow getting worse and worse.
I don't know why. It makes me sad.
Day to day, you barely notice the changes, but over a few months, it truly starts to sink in. Somehow you get caught up in this weird feeling of, I need to work harder, to study harder, to get a better job, to make more money, and then I go do this shit that I want to. I was just not using my time at all, thinking that my hero's adventure starts tomorrow, not today, when that imaginary list in all of our heads is complete. Almost as if waiting on someone to come up and say, hey, it starts today. I wasn't doing shit yesterday, but if somebody came and told me that I was a bold person, I would go and hike Mount Everest today. It doesn't work like that, but I definitely had this feeling. It literally makes me mad thinking about it. I remember thinking that I deserved to have a badass life when I was watching other people's videos through Instagram. Like, why did I feel like it was coming without me doing anything? This leads me to the intense part of the video. Listen, we are given 77 years on average, 674,000 hours of life. And we constantly use 24 of those hours every single day. It ticks by so damn fast. Do you even realize that last year you used up over 8,000 of those hours? You almost seem to forget that time is passing by this quickly. And during all this time, it feels like there are some people that are born just better than us, more adventurous, more successful, like they have this skill naturally almost. But think of two babies sitting side by side. Literally, one baby is not more adventurous than another baby. You can't tell that shit. Those babies had to learn to become that person in steps. If you think of all the badasses in the world, like David Goggins, who has run multiple 100-mile races, completed the top 3 special forces trainings, and published a best-selling book, he didn't start here.
You don't know me, son!
He worked his way up from a 30-second walk to get here. He was an out-of-shape worker looking for instant satisfaction who hated his life. And this is what I want to talk to you about in today's video. The 3 principles for taking your life by the balls and choosing your life, not letting life happen. How you become the type of person who takes every chance they get, the one that insists they were built for more, even when others say they weren't. This is done in bite-sized chunks, just like David Goggins did. And if you do small things over a large enough time scale, it truly creates change. I've been skydiving, lived in Brazil and Copenhagen, backpacked Europe, started 2 businesses, own a patent, work in a beach town as an aerospace engineer, have 3 degrees, and just hiked the highest peak in mainland North America east of the Mississippi River last month. I'm nowhere near where I want to be in life, but I did use these 3 principles to get to where I am today. Principle number 1, get the hell out of your comfort zone. It will strangle the passion for life right out of you. Breaking free from who you think you are can be tough. It can be really hard to break free from this need or desire to stay consistent with who we think other people think we are. Trying to get out of your comfort zone should be done in steps, not leaps. You should mainly focus on creating small changes that build up momentum, but sometimes you need to sign up for a larger event to hold yourself accountable or to create that change in your world. This balance of mostly small steps, but some big, is where the magic happens, the mojo that truly creates change in your life. It could be as simple as hiking a new trail at first, or cooking a new meal, or going up to that guy or girl you have a crush on and asking them out on a date. It compounds when you start to see yourself as the type of person who does these things. Feeling like you are meant for more versus actually doing more are 2 completely different things. Getting out of your comfort zone is how you become the type of person that jumps out of an airplane at 10,000 feet. As a person who designs airplanes, it was very hard to jump out of a perfectly good airplane. Funny story, actually. I had an airplane instructor that sat next to me and the guy that I was strapped to on the plane ride up to go skydiving. As we were going to jump, he reached forward and grabbed my harness and yells, "You are missing a harness strap!" Literally 30 seconds before jumping. My heart was pounding out of my chest. I couldn't get my breath under control. I was sweating so badly. And then you jump. Pure bliss. You can't think, only survive. It was one of the most freeing experiences I've ever had. It almost takes you back to this primal state of fight or flight. It was amazing. When you do the things that push you outside of your comfort zone, people will tell you not to. And sometimes it might even be your own mind. Don't listen to it, push through it. Principle number 2, create an operational target of yes, embrace discomfort, and unlock the realm of infinite possibilities. When I got caught in my comfort zone, I got so used to saying I'm busy. I used to get so nervous and sometimes even self-destruct out of friendships because of this anxiety. It is tough to go and do new things. When I studied for my master's degree in Denmark, I would trap myself in my room sometimes because of this feeling. During this time, I would wake up feeling unenergetic, wanting to hit snooze 100 times and then roll out of bed. I would avoid commitment to plans. It was bad. I understand these uncomfortable feelings, but I was always happier after I went and did the things that pushed me. You have to embrace the discomfort that naturally comes with trying new things. It leads to unlocking so many opportunities you wouldn't have otherwise. This is how you unlock the realm of infinite possibilities, because you never know where that next step will take you on your journey. Say yes to everything, ignore internal excuses, and listen to principle number 3. Principle number 3, seal your decisions away. Embrace the mindset of curiosity and go on a journey into the unknown. Saying yes to working in Brazil was an easy yes. It sounded exotic and new. However, the days leading up to the trip were some of the most anxiety-ridden and nervous days in my life. I had self-doubt if this was even the right decision for me. Would I get shot, drugged, mugged, killed? I think this is funny now looking back on it because St. Louis is more dangerous than Brazil's worst cities. And I have to admit that Brazil were some of my favorite experiences I've ever had. My Brazilian friends took me to meet their families, their friends. They cooked meals for me. They took me to other states and beach towns, and they showed me where Carnaval was invented. They even helped me on my Portuguese. Eu falo português. I shit you not. I even watched Brazilians stop traffic when they scored during the World Cup. Literally, in the middle of traffic, get out of their car, blast music, and dance like no one was watching. I think we could actually learn something from that. Anyways, these were some of the warmest, most welcoming, and loving times I've ever had. If you get a chance to go to Brazil, go. Drop everything and go. I would have missed out on this if I backed out on my decision to work in Brazil, if I didn't seal this decision away. This is a principle because it can be so easy applying for a job abroad, booking a skydiving ticket, or asking someone out on a date. But when it comes time to actually do the thing, we tend to back out because it's easier. This is the line of the unknown. You can stay on the familiar side of things, bail on that grand adventure, staying warm and cozy in your bed, or you can seal the decision away, telling yourself you are not allowed to back out. And then you'll look back on your memories in the proudest way. I actually read this principle in a book by Maxwell Maltz called Psycho-Cybernetics. Awesome book that talks about how to truly change your personality. Maxwell talks about choices like sealing the decision away inside of an envelope and sending it away, not being able to change the decision once sent. He says to actually sit down and visualize the decision being mailed away and staying present afterwards. Being anxious or stressed or whatever doesn't help the outcome of your choice. It only takes away from where you're at right now. This is why being present is so important. Quick tip is to focus on your breath when you actually get caught up in this cycle of feelings and emotions. Calm lungs create a calm mind. The 3 principles of getting out of your comfort zone, saying yes to life while embracing discomfort, and sealing the decision away are so important. Quit backing down from the challenge and actually embrace it. Trust me, you will feel like a badass at the end of the year. You have my word. Comment below some of your goals and I'll follow up with you in a year. I think the fact that we are given a certain amount of time on Earth actually makes our journey more epic. When we are given a deadline, we tend to appreciate it more and take it more seriously. 674,000 hours may seem like a lot, but you only have so many hours left. And that time is ticking away right before your eyes. It isn't even guaranteed that we'll get this amount of time. This isn't to scare you, but to truly motivate you to take action and create that epic adventure you've been dying to conquer. We are never too old or young for anything. We are the champions of our fate, the captains of our ships, the disruptors of our lives, and the creative writers of our stories. Now, you hold the blueprints and the tools to start your own adventure. So, 674,000 hours. Why are you wasting it?